Ooh, 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 ooh. This is looking positive. This is looking positive. I think we're working. Well, it seems to be working. So hello everybody. Do let me know if you can hear me alright. But here we are. We are in World 334. We are going to do some Castle Wars because you all want outfits like my outfit. Even though I can't run. Oh my god, we're in game already. That's not bad going, is it? We're on the right team as well. So that's even better. That's even better. So how is everybody today? Are you all having fun? And are you all here to come and get some tickets? Because I have on me, on start again, I am wearing the Mage Decorative Armour, as you can see here. Which looks pretty cool. Even if I do say so myself. Unfortunately I can't equip the hat because we're in the game, but I'll show you later. And Cheese is already asking for the Reddit AMA. We'll do one next week. Promise next week. I need to chat with guys, see when we're free. And oh, you know what? No one's going to be able to attack me, are they? Which is not a great thing in here. Let's have a look. One. There we go. Sweet, 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 sweet. Right. Let's find people to kill. People to kill. Yeah, you're going down. Here's my stats for anybody who wants to see them. Jebrim's got nothing on me. Took me 10 minutes, if that. Okay, so there we go. Any questions you have, of course, you can ask them in the stream. I will be happy to answer anything you like. Within reason, of course. That is no problem at all. Do you need defense for ranged decorative armor? I don't think you do. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm sure somebody can answer that because they're pretty good at that. There we go. More people. Subhex, yes. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to freeze you because that's what I'm here for. Right. Let's go get a flag. Let's go get a flag, and that's obviously not the direction I wanted to go in to get a flag at all, because that's silly. Oh no! No, okay. Yeah. You think you're all that, do you? Yeah, take that. Slime ball. Right, now let's go in the right direction to get a flag this time. Dear RSN Aero has got 99 attack strength mage and 95 prayer. That's not bad stats, is it? Kill a few people with that. Oh, and for those who don't know, I'm already in the clan chat for a mini game thingy. And as you can see, loads of people playing Castle Wars, which is great because we need loads of tickets to get this armour. Where are all the blue people? They were hiding. We scared them off already. Oh no, how'd that happen? Lol 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 lol. I'm in the wrong one, aren't I? I know what I'm doing, honest. Honest. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll cheat a bit, shall we? Go across there, can't go across there. Ah dear. Will you ever fully remove bots? Now that's a question by iPlayI. Now I don't think we ever will fully remove them, but we will certainly do our best to do that. Fortunately, bots do have a habit of coming back. Where's that flag gone? Is he still here? There he is. Yeah, no. Bots don't. Will probably never ever go away. I mean, we're never going to have a bot-free game, as in no bots at all. But we're going to do our best to get as close to that as we possibly can, and I'm sure we will manage to do that. We've got some things we're working on with bots at the moment. Well, I think we'll probably sort of go over here. So yeah, there's several things we're working on, and we will continue to work on them, and hopefully we can talk a bit about them in the not too distant future. We're testing some new technology that we've got, which should make a big difference to you guys and how you play. No, they're winning. That's just because I've been going in the wrong direction. That's what it was. So yeah, it should make a big difference to how you play. So fingers crossed. So keep going, keep going. I'll tell you what, I'm going to wait for the next one. You all stand still over there. Got nothing on me. Got nothing on me. Do 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 do. It's quite funny because I'm sure a lot of you knew these what do you call it? Barricades. They stopped working. This is what happens when I do more than one thing at once. You see, I can't talk and play at the same time. It's just too complicated. Yeah, so we the barricades stopped working because they couldn't catch you, so we had to break the route finding update to make it work. Which is quite entertaining. Anyway, that's by the by. So any new update on the artist? Unfortunately, the deal with the artist isn't going ahead anymore. The chap we wanted to bring in can't make it, unfortunately. So we're on the lookout again for another artist, but we'll keep going until we get one. This is part and parcel of what recruitment's all about, unfortunately. But disappointing, but we will find somebody else. That's not a problem. Oh, look at this. These people grinding their XP off me. So that's cool. We will find somebody else. The Mage Armour, for those who was asking, who's that down the bottom there? I can't really know. Software update. This is the thingy Mage Armour, decorative Mage Armour from, which I might be able to open that, am I now? Decorative Mage Armour from Castle Wars, which is why we're here doing it. So you can see it all. Is that Joe I saw in there? Oh no, it was a different Max Payne. Would you ever consider doing old school apprenticeships? Oh yeah, we'd certainly consider it. There's no reason why not. It's not our core at the end of the day because it's got to tie in with our recruitment process and stuff, any new jobs, but you know, there's no reason to immediately think it's not going to happen. How old does the artist have to be? Asks David's QP. The artist has to be of working age in this country, which is probably going to be 18, I think it is. So you have to be an adult at the very least. What else? Got questions coming in. Shawnee I says, can you add the kiln into 07? If it's what the community wants, then we can add it in. However, it's not always something that the community wants. Haha, now I'm here waiting for the next flop it. Let's take some of you guys down. Do something useful over here for a change. There we go. Yeah, thank you very much. I will leave you now. It's been a pleasure. And you know, I'm very pleased that you wanted me here. But I have this, and I'm going to walk away with it, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. No, there isn't. Attack the barricade. We will. We will. Trip hops. Gonna be quicker than that. There we go. Come on, in we go. Down the hole we go. Right. Ah ha 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 ha. Just cheating. I think it might be. But I'm not going to tell anybody if you don't. Shh. Up we go. Up we go. Like. Yay, we scored. Can you be crushed by the rocks? I guess I can be crushed by the rocks. I haven't tried. Right, should we go get another one? I suppose we ought to. It's what the point of the game is. Quit me, you magic making thingy. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Anyway, I'm supposed to be going upstairs, aren't I? Let's go upstairs. Up the stairs we go. Up. Up. Need some sort of anti-freezing spell, don't we? Maybe if you hit with fire, magic, something or other. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, this one's got it. Go on, man. Whoever you are, you can do it. Take it away. I shall freeze people over here. Yes. For Halloween this year, is it possible to recolour the scythe gold and add it to the next Halloween event? Well, it's possible. Depends whether you guys want it, of course. I know with most of the updates, there's nothing that we can't really not do. It's just what you guys think is important and what you would like us to do. Hello, is that loaded GF? Hello. How are you? Lovely to see you here. RSMV to you. Hello to you too. Lovely to see you here. How close is sailing to being finished? I wish. Oh dear. Yeah. Love to bring sailing into game. I think we have a fantastic skill. What do you guys think? Think we ought to have sailing in? That'd be quite cool. That'd be quite cool. Imagine swinging between ships and shooting cannons at each other. That'd be great. What's the next poll? Well, the next poll I think we're going to do a load of skilling stuff. There's a huge amount of work to deliver the wilderness poll. So that's going to be a huge focus on that for the next sort of few weeks. But I think next poll we're probably going to look at getting a few skilling things out there, because this poll sort of hit a lot of PVM and a lot of PvP. So we'll see how we get on. I'd imagine that's what it is. Yes, I do. Item switching is important, needs fixing. Yes, that's a big engine job to fix that, and we're not quite sure what's causing it at the moment. It needs some more investigation before we can find out how to fix it. We're not quite sure how it's broken. Oh, an unofficial poll for sailing has been posted by RSN Hero. And yeah, no, I'd like to do sailing, so that'd be really cool. Well, it certainly won't happen in the first half of this year, so maybe the second half, but we shall see where we are around June-ish and what you guys want to deliver. Where's me? I got my flag. I need my flag. To capture a flag. But they scored again. It's not on, is it? It's not on. Tell you what, I'm getting more XP here than you get in NMZ. How's the anti-bot project coming along? It is doing really quite well. Who's that from? That is by 07 Tim. We're testing. Hopefully, we're going to be testing the new software very soon. and once we know it works, and we can sort of talk to you a bit more about it, about what's happening and stuff. So fingers crossed, it will work nicely, and jobs are good. And it's nobody going to kill me. 85 hit points. I can look up here now, can't I? Isn't that cool? Yeah, sweet. What is the reasoning of not introducing free-to-play? That is a question by HelloTube. It says, although it has proven to increase player base in RS3 over the years, if bots are the problem, why don't you set game limits, etc., etc.? Bots are the problem. We're not denying that. We've got bots, we've got cheating, we've got other bad things that need to be dealt with as well. So there's plenty of things in the way. However, saying that, we don't want to. This is again the problem I have of doing more than one thing at once, and I just can't concentrate. I don't have the skill of multitasking. So yes, bots, not bots, free to play. Why are we not doing free to play? It is because we can't protect you against bots yet, and until we are in that position, we can't really consider it, because we have to make sure we look after all our players. Bots is a big thing. We want to make sure that we're on top of it. We also want to make sure that we're on top of any hijacking and other things that can be detrimental to players before we worry about free to play, because obviously as soon as there we go, have another one. Cheetah, yes, chess. Cheetah, pumpkin eater. Tough. La dee 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 dee. Hello. Bye. Let's go up here. Up we go. Up the stairs. Think you stop me this time? Yeah, in your dreams. In your dreams. That's what we like to see. Ah dear. I kind of feel a little bit guilty. Not massively guilty, of course. Although I do seem to have broken things. There we go. I can put my hat on now. Look at that. That's quite cool. Come on in. Up, down the ladder we go, down the ladder we go, down the ladder. Right, here we go. I don't know if I can attack anyone back now. That's the only problem I've got. Any more questions coming in? New reward shop has been polled and passed, but we have no rewards. Yes, that is a bit of a shame, isn't it? The minigame reward shop, which was the idea being that you would use different rewards from different the idea you've been used different rewards from different games to buy items. Unfortunately, nobody we couldn't agree on any items to go into the shop, so we stuck with it a little. So we have a shop but nothing to put in it. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. Whatever we decide to put in there. I What else? We've got questions coming in. When do you think the developers will add the ability to rotate the screen with your mouse? Well, it's got to pass the poll first. I think we want to poll it as soon as we can, but although JMods can do it, as you can see, we need to have it sort of activated for players and make sure that's done before we poll it. Can you add a take all button on the bandages? That's a great idea. It's a great idea. Make sure you add that into the forum someplace. And Ero's still talking about straw poll for sailing, which is good. Add bacon. Yes, I did. I can't remember. We had a conversation about it once. Or was the game finished? Probably ought to leave then if the game's finished. That would make sense. Yeah, I had a conversation about baking once, and I can't remember what we were talking about. But it came up, and I was talking to people about bacon, and they said, no, it's a silly idea putting bacon in game. So, that sounds like a silly idea. There we go, I'm on this team now. I'll try not to teleport out of it and get everything reset. Here we go. Here we go. How's the old NPC model hunt going? Well, we have a plan of something we want to do with that. So we'll have to wait in here. Have to wait and see what we've got planned for that. It should be quite fun. About the ability to unlock co-op Slayer. Unfortunately, co-op Slayer didn't pass a poll, so we couldn't put that in. I think it missed it by quite a distance as well. So yeah, I don't think we're going to re-poll that anytime soon, if ever. Right, sailing will pass with 77% of votes. I'll tell you what, if we were able to do sailing, and we could show you some of the stuff we could do with it, I don't think it would have any problem passing a new skill, especially sailing. I think that would go down really well. We'll let you know our ideas for it. I think we could have an awful lot of fun with that, but it's going to be a little while yet, so I wouldn't get too excited about it. Any plans for a better trading system? Well, yes. Once we've got next big focus is obviously the wilderness. We've got the XP rates from Nightmare Zone to sort out as well. After that, we could probably start talking about trading and how we're going to solve those issues and what issues you face. So that's going to be a big discussion to be having with you guys. That would be. Would sailing be like a PvP mini game now? I would love a PvP sailing thing where you shoot at each other's ships and you have to get your cannonballs and fire them at each other, and even board each other's ships and fight them on the ship decks. That would be really quite cool. Can you add Bounty Hunter back? Well, we want to do something with the Bounty Hunter mechanic, because again, that is a great mechanic, and a lot of people want to do that. It won't be Bounty Hunter as in how it has been in the past, but we certainly would like to do something with that mechanic. I know that Reach has been working on some things as well, so he will probably talk about that, maybe even in tomorrow's stream. That would be quite cool. That would be quite cool. What else we got coming in? Is Nightmare Zone going to be nerfed tomorrow? No. Achievement diaries, please. Yeah, again, that's something else we'd love to do. Achievement diaries for everything. If we're going to do it, we're going to do all the achievement diaries at once, so that we could see every achievement diary. So you could, you get the whole lot delivered, and you see how it all fits together and works. We do it for places which haven't got one in RS3. We're doing an achievement diary for the wilderness and some of the other places. But let's get the wilderness out of the way first. That's the biggie to focus on at the moment. Somebody saying, his name I can't read, the Epic Kiddo, I think. He said he would love a GE. Now what you've got to remember is about this trade solution thingy. Whatever the solution is, see, blue fits so much better on my outfit, doesn't it? Let me show you the outfit. whatever the solution is, it doesn't have to be what's happened in the past. So if you think the Grand Exchange is a good idea, but there's certain things about it you don't like, we can make those changes. So for example, one thing we'd like to put in would be a tax, so that every trade that happens is a little tax on it, and that will stop people flipping items and making money that way, and it'll be used to trade properly rather than as a money making mechanic. So that'd be one thing we'd want to do. There's all sorts of other things as well. We can still encourage people to trade face to face, so even though you could find the trade you want, you still have to go to that person and physically trade with them to get the items, and that would sort of keep that face to face thing going on there. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Ba da 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 da. Let's kill some zombie scum. Yes, we will, because they wear horrible brown colours. It looks like they've been rolling in the mud. Oh, dear old cam. You panic a bit. You might have done. Oh dear. What we got? Any more questions? RS3 will be unplayable without a GE. Probably, I don't think it would be unplayable, but you'd have the same problems you have here, which is it's difficult to find things to trade with. New wilds tomorrow? No, we're talking weeks worth of development work to get the new wilderness out, so you have to be a bit patient for that. Same with Jag as well. That's a huge amount of work to be done and a lot of work from the engine team. So Jag, as much as we would love to do it, it's not going to happen anytime soon. Health, yes, I have health. I have lots of it, Mr. Jinx Mage. What else we got? If the large majority wanted, could you make an exact replica of 2012 RuneScape? No, we couldn't. I think, I wasn't part of the discussion at the time, but when Old School was being created, we found the closest, almost up-to-date game version, complete game version, which we could make a new game out of, that was around, and that was back in August 2007, so we don't actually have a complete working game version for 2012 to make, so we can't, I'm afraid. Why won't you let yourself be killed? Well, I can be killed. As you see, my hit points are up there. It does take a bit of effort. Now, the reason why is back when we were doing stuff with party hats, I was in the wilderness and I'd have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 people attacking me at the same time. And of course, if I had 99 hit points, I'd be dead in no time at all. So it wouldn't have been particularly fun or exciting. You'd be the first person to find me would kill me. So what we did is we nerfed the damage coming in on me. So it's not actually I've got a huge amount of hit points, because my hit points is at 97. What happens is that every damage I take, or every time I'm damaged, there's a 1 in 50 chance of that damage actually, or me actually being damaged. So all these hit splats you see aren't doing any damage, but 1 out of 50 will do some damage. And if it does, it nerfs the damage down to 1 hit point. And that's actually how I stay alive a bit longer than everybody else. Now, it's not the same in the dual arena, and I'm very tempted to get a normal attacker JMod command where it doesn't boost my health a lot, because I think that'd be quite cool. That'd be quite cool for some HPK or some PvP worlds, which would be quite entertaining. Not that I'd like to spend my my off hours killing players, but you know, it's fun. Talk about the NMZ nerf, please. Okay, Nightmare Zone. The big issues that we're sort of seeing at the moment is that you can get lots of mage XP and it doesn't cost you anything. That seems to be the biggest issue. The other issue that you guys are having with it, so it seems, is the fact, you can stay logged in and do it while you're in bed or at work or at school or playing football or whatever else one happens to be doing. So you can AFK it quite effectively. So they're probably the things we want to look at. We've got the XP rates that you've all submitted for us together, so we know what XP rates we're talking about. So we shall sort of talk a bit more about what solutions there are out there and get your feedback on that and take it from there really. When's the next update coming out? Next update is tomorrow. You are getting the new Slayer monster and the new staff, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Do you get bank? I don't know if you get bank space tomorrow. I don't know. You might get bank space tomorrow. I think there's a lot of the smaller things from the last poll coming out tomorrow as well. But might get bank space. Have to wait and see. Don't know. When will there be full screen? There will never be full screen. G007. Unfortunately, full screen means that every graphic has to be remade and every interface has to be remade and check that it works. And last time it took what was it, 100 developers, 12 months to do it. So we've got 2 developers, so it's, you know, it would take about 50 years to develop that and make sure that all works. So realistically, you're never going to see resizable or a bigger game window for Old School, I'm afraid. Midweek. Why would you call yourself midweek? When will the new Wilderness be out? We're talking weeks for it to be out. It's not a quick thing. There's lots of stuff we've never tried, never done before, and we will continue delivering that. But it is going to take some time, I'm afraid. What world is he in? 334. It should say that on the top right hand side of the stream. It does. There we go. I can see it. Will there ever be free to play? There might be free to play one day. Like I mentioned earlier, we've got a few obstacles to overcome first, but we shall see where we go from there. Once they have been dealt with and sorted, then we can look at the next step. But I would certainly not rule it out, but I wouldn't hold your breath for it at the moment. 50 years, we can wait, no problem. Yeah, I'd retired by then, I think. Yeah, I'd be 87. Wow. Who actually found the 07 backup? I think it was Mod Philip, I think. He seemed to find it and then make it happen, so I guess it was him. Do you ever plan on streaming on my Mod Matt K Twitch account again? I might do. I usually do a few tests and things on there and the odd thing here and now. But most of my streaming will be on here, but who knows? It's there in case we need to use it again, which would be quite cool. New magic staff details. It's called a Trident of the Seas. It looks really quite cool. You should know the stats because it was in the dev blog question. But no, it's a good job. Reach has done a good job making that. Look, 58 hit points. See, you can kill me. You can. It is possible. Thought I was 87 now, you cheeky monkey. Can you have free stuff? Yes, you can have free stuff. Come find me and trade me and you can have free stuff. How many people are going to turn up now? Domino's or Pizza Hut? None. I prefer KFC. Because chicken's good. Yeah, chicken is much better than pizza. Yum, 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 yum. Somebody's saying that Old School's dying. No, it's not. Man, I'll tell you what, we are bucking all trends at the moment, and we've got a game which is 6.5 years old, and the membership's growing, so it is pretty fantastic. It's been KFC don't deliver. Now that is a very good point. Now, they were talking about building a KFC near us, weren't they? I'm sure I saw somewhere they talk about building a KFC nearby.
KFC near us.
Apparently there is a KFC near us, so that's good. That's
No,
good.
I don't know whether there is one.
Well, does anybody know of a nationwide chicken making fast food place that delivers? Because that would be really quite useful. Nando's don't deliver, do they?
Oh, there's one in Snow. Down the road it delivers.
So I was talking to my wife about one around here delivers chicken now. I don't know why.
One picture there is one.
Am I dead yet? 49 hit points. Maybe a bit more effort. A bit more effort, guys.
Try it on payday.
Yes, I think make a poll for KFC in the Jagex HQ. Oh man, that would just give us all bad hearts very quickly, I'm sure. Who's that in the background? That's my wife in the background. You haven't heard the dog today. The dog's asleep on the sofa. She normally is running up and down barking at things, so I'm sure she will make herself known sooner or later. Well, she's been quiet all day though, the dog has. It's not normal that she doesn't bark all day. How long did it take me to max my account? About, what, 30 seconds? Yeah, 30 seconds. It's easy peasy. It's not difficult. Oh, now Earnshaw 44 says his local Nando delivers. Now that is worthwhile knowing. That is very important. To be fair, I've never been to Nando's. Everybody at work tells me I should go, but you know, never had the chance. Wife, but you got RuneScape. Yes, I know. It's a balancing act. Have you ever let your wife play on your JMod account? No, she has never played on my JMod account. That would be very bad and wrong. She doesn't need to anyway. She's got her own account, which she plays all the time.
And it's better.
And it's better as well, yeah. So, what would it take for free-to-play to be added? For free-to-play to be added, we would need to have the bot situation sorted out so their bots are not an issue for you guys. 34, come on, we're getting there. We're getting there. 9 minutes you've got to get me these last 32 hit points down. So we need the bots dealt with so that you guys aren't inconvenienced by bots. We need to get a secure, more secure or more protection for your account, so something like Jag, so that works and that's sorted out. We need to get the scamming and such under control as well, get some better systems in place for that, because that will increase hugely when free to play comes back. We'll also need to get some more monitoring things in place so that we can make sure some of our younger members are properly protected. So we need to get all that lot in place, and then we can look at free to play and say, right, what do we need to do, how realistic is it? But those things have to happen first, just to make sure we are in a good place, because we have to, if we put free to play in and huge amount of bots came, huge amount of scamming happened, huge amount of bad things happened, people's accounts getting hijacked, all that sort of stuff, members would leave and we'll end up having a smaller community, which is not what any of us want. So although long term maybe free to play is the right way to go, if we did it now I think we would see a lot more players come in, because obviously there'd be a free version of the game, but the community would shrink, and so we need to protect that now. McSkills says my Tribot went crazy. Well, that's because it's not a very good bot, but you know, either way, tough bananas. I haven't seen your RuneFest cake, Eero. I will. Oh, it's finished. Your mum's finished it today. Yeah, I'll have a look at it when I'm done here. Certainly. We'll be adding Halo's Castle Wars rewards. What we can do. I mean, there's no reason why we don't. 23 hit points, 7 minutes. Are you going to do it? There's no reason why we can't add Halos. We haven't got a graphic for it, which will probably be the biggest reason why not. But we could do a Halo type thing if it's actually the effect of the Halo you want. That might be something we can use. But it depends whether you guys want it. I've seen a few people asking for it, but we could certainly, you know, I don't know how popular it would be. Maybe we could look at that next time we sort of spend some attention on mini games again. A lot of you asked about the nerf for Nightmare Zone. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. It's not going to suddenly appear out of nowhere. We want to talk to you about what changes you want made. We've got some facts from the XP rates that you've all been sending us as well, so we've got some XP rates that we can share with you. So it's not going to come as a surprise to you whatever happens, so we shall wait and see what happens. But more news tomorrow on that. Matt, we need more P mods. I've seen 3 since the release of Old School, says Legend Nilmar. I don't think we need more. I think we're quite happy with what we've got. It seems quite comfortable. We've got a bit of spamming issue going on, but I think there's some better solutions and P mods for solving spamming. But first stop is bots, is wilderness. And once they're out of the way, we can start looking at things such as scamming and the spamming, and see if we can get some solutions in place for that. 13 hit points. You've got 5 minutes. Come on, Chop Top. You can do it. Oh my god, I get some really strange coloured text in here that I just can't read. Makes my eyes bleed. Make it so we can buy KFC with our SGP. Man, what a partnership that would be. Oh dear. Oh dear. Do you consider giving Castle's armour a boost? Well, if you guys wanted it, I mean, any sort of updates, the way we look at sort of what you guys want is we sit here and we think, we try and identify what your biggest issues are, and that's how we sort of focus on what sort of updates we're looking for, which was, you know, the wilderness update. Biggest issue that we saw, one of the major issues we saw the community facing was the lack of PvP in the wilderness. So that's sort of why we focused on that. So we focus on what is particularly an issue for you, or big theme of what issues are, and then we look at what you guys want. So if we think that a lot of you want a particular change, we will poll that change. But the ultimate answer of what it is, and 4 minutes, 1 hit point, come on, you can do it. What that question is and what those issues we should be solving is, it all comes from you. So if the community think that adding stats to this decorative armour is, hey, you finally did it, well done, fine lineage. Oh, we're winning 4-0 as well. Oh, we're going to get three thingies if we protect it now. Don't let them get a score, guys. But you know that anyway, so I don't want to say it. So what's important to us is what's important to the community. If the community want stats on this as one of the big issues they want solving, then we will poll it, and the community will decide. So saying, can you poll this? I can do, but if it's not important to the community, we're not going to poll it, because we've only got a certain amount of hours in the day. Say high PK mods. High PK mods. That's you there, that is. In case you didn't know. That's somebody called Nom Nom Cake. It is. Nom Nom Cake. Yes, I used to have a friend that said that all the time. Speaking of RuneFest, weren't we supposed to be getting shirts delivered? I think some were. I don't quite know what all the details were. But you probably want to contact a community email address. I think it's just community@jagex.com will take you through if you're expecting something you haven't had it yet. So please do contact them if you haven't had a shirt from RuneFest. How long did it take you to get 99 in all skills? It took me, I'll show you, shall I? Okay, so here are my skills. So there's all my skills. I'll probably get killed now. Well, actually, I probably won't. So all skills at level 1. This is how long it took me to get to 99. This is why I don't understand why it takes you guys so long. I can't do it in here because people keep attacking me. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, you need to get your stopwatches ready. Tell me how long this takes. Okay, you ready? Oh, 59 kills I got. That's not bad, is it? There we go. So, I don't know quite why you guys have so much trouble getting all 99s. I mean, I've heard that it took the first person, what, sort of 9 months to do it. I don't understand how that is a problem, but as you can see, it was, what, less than 5 seconds? Who knows? Right, so we're off to do some more castle warring. I can't because I've got a potato on me. Drop a potato. Oh, and we're back with the Saradomins again. What is going to be done about the merchanting bots? Merchanting bots, I think that solution for that will come along with whatever the solution is for the trading issues we're having. Obviously there'll be a hit on them when the new bot software comes out and we start using that, which we will talk more about once we've tested it, made sure it works, and we'll let you know what's going on. But I think the biggest difference you'll see is whatever solution the trading solution is, will probably deal with that. I would expect that to be the case. Can JMods trade stuff? No. Which is why somebody says, can I give them free stuff? I say yes, tell them to trade me, and then they spend hours trying to trade me because they can't. Can people pick up the rotten potato? No, as soon as I drop it, it disappears. It doesn't appear on the floor. So, and anything I drop doesn't appear to players either, so it doesn't help. Look at my username. OSRS needs F2P. That's his username. Oh, there's So Zeldin. Hey man, how you doing? Please, you want olive oil? That sounds a bit iffy to me. Tell you what, I used olive oil in my dinner tonight, and we had I'm on a no carbohydrate diet, so I can't eat potatoes. So we had swede, which was roasted in curry powder with olive oil, and it's lovely. Just like eating chips. I haven't had chips in ages. It's nothing like eating chips. I had to imagine it was like eating chips because I haven't had chips in ages. Any news about the Date of the Wilderness? We're talking weeks, Yaya Clan. There's a lot of development work has to go into that, so you just have to be patient. We are working on it as the priority, but it is a big update. But we will get there. We will get there. Yes, we will. Can we get new achievement diaries? Yes, you can. We want to do new achievement diaries. We know you guys want to, so once Wilderness is out of the way and we're looking for the next big thing to work on, achievement diaries may well be up there. How about Raggers spamming rock cakes? To actually change, what we want to do sort of long term is change the combat system so that you will get abilities down the so that your health bars appear on top of everything else, and your opponent's health bars appear on top of anything else. But that's not an easy thing to do. But that sort of should solve the majority of griefing mechanics in game. The rotten potato, the rock cakes, we are going to remove the spam which appears when you say it, which can hide stuff as well. So that's an easy thing for us to do, and that was voted through in the latest poll. But the big fix for it is going to be a little more difficult because it's not a straightforward thing to do. But that's the sort of thing we want to be focusing on. Well, I think that the solution to griefing in PvP in general, and nasty griefing rather than just what you expect in a PvP environment is through content fixes, and that's what we're looking at doing. Like I said, the first few you've already voted through in the last poll, so we'll be looking at putting them in place. And we'll continue looking at what we can do and fix it to make it better. Even though the wild ditch removal question on the poll didn't get passed, are you guys still going to remove it? No, we won't do it if a poll doesn't pass. The poll didn't pass to remove the wild ditch. I think it didn't pass because we probably didn't make everybody as aware of what we were going to do first before we remove it. But it hasn't passed, and it hasn't passed by some way, so we will not be taking it out. We don't run a poll, have it say no, and then do it anyway. That's not what you guys would want from us. Oh, look at these questions coming through. This is good to see. Can we get a fairy ring in a player-owned house? Again, if you guys want it and the community wants it and it's important enough for us to spend our time doing on, in your eyes, then we will happily do that. I've got no problem doing any updates that you want us to do. But because there's only the two developers, Ash and Reach, we have to be quite focused on what we're doing and make sure that what we do as a priority is the same as what your priorities are. Which makes it kind of tricky. Hello, you stay on that bridge. What's it like to be an engineer at Jagex? I don't know, because I'm not an engineer. I imagine it's quite boring, because what I do is I sit here and think of new ways to entertain players all day, and talk on the forums and spam up Twitter a bit and grief people and call out bots that pretend they're not bots. So I get to do all the fun, cool little stuff, which is much more fun than being an engineer or a developer, in my mind. I'm sure Ash and Reach wouldn't agree. I'm sure they might enjoy developing an awful lot. But if I could spend all day doing this, then that's a good job in my book. Will there be a chance of seeing dragon claws in Old School? I don't think you're likely to see them. I think the community is very anti-dragon claws, so it is unlikely you are going to see them. What's it like to be a nuclear physicist at Jagex? Well, I would imagine that if you're a nuclear physicist at Jagex, you would feel a bit out of place. I wouldn't imagine there'd be too many people who would know what you're talking about, and yeah. Any chance of Clan Wars coming out? I think Clan Wars is something we're going to have to poll some point in the next 6 months or so, or certainly before June. There is an issue. I know the clans have an issue with Clan Wars because it moves PvP out of the wilderness again, and obviously if all PvP is in one area, it makes it more active. So putting in a third place where you can do PvP is something which is not. It could be detrimental to the activity on the wilderness. However, saying that, we can look for solutions around that. For example, the Clan Wars may only be safe, which means if you want to do dangerous PvP, and still the only place to do it is going to be the PvP wars in the wilderness. But it all depends on what we want at the time. That's a discussion that we're going to have at that time. When we release the Cave Kraken tomorrow, you will get Krakens tomorrow, and they look incredibly fun. Are we going to see Corporeal Beast again, if you want the corporeal beast, the players want the corporeal beast, then we will see what we can do. We may not be able to make an exact replica of it, but one of the things, again, with you know, asking for content from RS3, it's not always the content that you guys want. I mean, do you want the corporeal beast because it had a good fighting mechanic in it? It was a good boss to try and kill. Do you want it because the drops were good? Do you want it because it looks pretty? You know, it's sort of why you want it, and then we can sort of approximate that. 'Cause some of the stuff we can't do. For example, we can't make a corporeal beast model. However, we can make a big monster which stomps around a bit and drops the same stuff and has the same levels and all that sort of stuff. So that's all completely doable. We just can't make an exact replica of it. So you have to be a little bit more specific about what you want. Auto join clan chat's coming tomorrow. I don't know. Have we polled that yet? I can't remember. I don't know, we've done so many polls. How many poll questions do you think we've asked? Quick question. How many poll questions do you think there have been since the beginning of Old School? Have a guess. How do I feel about the Orion client? Nothing particularly. I mean, it's great that someone's out there making a client that people can use. I know that there's that 10,000 billion questions been asked. Well, not quite. Well, I counted it before this one, and we had 202 questions have been asked. That was content poll updates. So, well, 202 plus the 30, so that's 232 questions, which is a lot of questions that you guys have been asked. And anyway, what were we talking about? What were we talking about? I can't remember. No, I can't remember what we were talking about. Somebody asked a really good question that we were about to dig into, and I've completely forgotten what it was. I'm rubbish, so I'm sorry. You have to ask it again. I can't show you the Kraken because it's not in the game yet. It'll be in the game when we do the update tomorrow. I don't write any of the code for the new updates at all. Nope. It's not what I does. What was that question I was answering? I can't remember now. Orion client, that was it. Yes, well done. It's for any game to have sort of, you know, a community where people will go out there and spend their time making programs for people to use. And so I mean, working with us as well, because it's not done purely off his own back. He's, you know, a lot of work's being done with us to make sure that it doesn't break any of our rules and that sort of thing. You know, it's quite fantastic there are people out there doing it, and I know it's not just the one. I know there's some other people who've been looking at Orion and thinking, oh, I can do some of that like that, but better. And there's some more that are being worked on that I'm aware of as well. So I mean, that's quite fantastic. I mean, from my point of view, I mean, I'd love to be able to offer everything that all the clients do is our own official client, but you know, we're just not in a position to do that. As much fun as it would be, again, as I said before, we have to focus on what you guys want as a priority. And although we could make a client and put our focus into making a client, I would bet you would want the wilderness updates first. You wanted God Wars first. You wanted all the mini game stuff before that, which is much more important than the clients. And if there are members of the community that are supplying that service out there, then as long as it's safe and, you know, I don't see that as a bad thing, really. I think it's quite a positive thing. I mean, we've all got to sort of work together. We don't have a team of 10, 20, 30 people to deliver everything that you want. It has to be very focused. So help from the community. In fact, even some of the updates that have gone in game, we've had help from the community from. I mean, the PVC was designed by a player. The rooftop agility was the these orbs here, they were designed by Mr. Tokar, or Tokar his name is, isn't it? He designed these orbs and did the artwork for us, so you know the community is really contributing to this game, and I think that's a good thing. I think that's what makes this game really strong, and players really enjoy it. They do feel part of what this is all going to happen. Is NMZ going to be nerfed? That's up to you guys. At the end of the day, we're not. Whatever happens, you're not going to be surprised by it. We're going to talk about it lots first, get all your feedback and thoughts. So, you know, there should be no surprise for whatever happens. So it's not suddenly going to appear on there, and you will all be able to have your say. So, Cornetto or Magnum? Well, you ask random questions, don't you, Hero? Oh, I don't know. Cornetto, I suppose. Da, 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 da. 74 hit points. I'm going to be here all week at this rate. No one scored. What is going on here? We're not having any of this. No. No, we're not having nobody scoring anything. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You go. You go. You stay there, I'm going over here now. Hello, I'm in the water. La 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 la. I think a flag. Go on, guys. Yeah, come back here. Yes, you'll be cold. You'll be cold because you're in a big ice cube. Who's this with it? Durant. Durant is leading our charge. Yes, he is. You can do it, Durant. You can do it, Durant. Yay, we win. You know, I was a bit concerned, and it'd be nice to get some of your feedback on this as well. Oh, I seem to be walking in the middle of air again. Me out. Oh, I can go down here, can't I? Yeah, there we go. I was concerned that this extra Castle Wars ticket you get for not having the opponent or stopping the opponent from scoring would create lots of really sort of defensive games where players would not go out to try and capture the flag but to stop their flag from being captured. If you guys have found that at all, it'd be interesting to know, certainly. Would you add a feature that lets you reset certain stats? I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about your defense and that sort of stuff. The problem we have with that is it raises a few questions, such as I should get distracted again. Such as what to do with items which you've collected and gained defense from it, or items you've got because you've got defense. So, for example, you complete a quest, you get the quest reward, you get defense XP, then reset your defense XP to 1. What do you do with those items? Do we take those items from you again? What about if you had used your defense to get again kill a boss to get an item? Do we take that item away from you because you reset your defense again? So it opens all these sort of questions which are very difficult and specific to answer. So that's one of the reasons. Well, that's 2 quick deaths there, wasn't it? That's one of the reasons why we don't. I don't think that's necessarily a good idea. But at the end of the day, bring Richard Dawkins to RuneScape. Now that's an interesting thought. I don't know if he'd want to come, but you know, takes all sorts, I guess. But I mean, we don't have the ability to actually roll back accounts on that sort of system yet, anyway. And I don't think it's likely to ever be much of a priority, really. Dual Arena tournament added, I'd love to do that, but again, I don't think it's a priority for the community at the moment. If it becomes priority, yep, we'll certainly look at doing it. But until it is, you have to be patient, I'm afraid. Is a double drop or double XP going to be for Old School as well? No, it's not. You're not getting any double drops or double XP. I don't think any of the community wants it, or very few want it. So no, sorry and all that. Is the Kraken Monster Slayer Kraken Slayer monster task only? Yes, I think it is. It's only found in Neve's dungeon. Lots of little bitty questions. I mean, it's a whole load of questions about whether we can make this change, that change, the other change. I mean, the way to look at it is that, you know, no change is impossible. Some of them are very difficult, some of them are incredibly impractical. But for a lot of the smaller changes that you're talking about, it's stuff that we can do. But the question we have to answer is it a priority for a big enough portion of the community for us to spend time doing it? If there's only one person who wants a specific thing done, we have to take what small amount of development time we've got, which, you know, is, what, 80 hours a week. Do we take an hour out of that 80 hours to make this update that only this one person wants, or do we spend an hour making an update that, you know, 1,000 people want? So that's the way we've got to balance things all the time and sort of look at, you know, what is the biggest issue that needs solving, what is the biggest desire from the community that needs solving, and then put the time towards that, because unless we can deliver everything, we have to be sort of really focused. I mean, we could quite easily go out there and create a whole load of jobs that would take, you know, 10 times the amount of developers we've got to do, and then have the same amount next week. So there's plenty of time, but we've just got to make sure what we're focusing on, that we're focusing on the same stuff that you're focusing on. What's this? Somebody asked something about false bans. What are you going to do about this sudden increase in the amount of false bans? Somebody asked. Well, I will say that they're not false bans, and so far every ban that's been sent to me that's been double checked has come back as a good one. Now, one more thing we do hear an awful lot of is we hear a lot of people who either can't accept that we've caught them, who want to know how we've caught them, that use "you haven't caught me, it's you know, it's a false ban, tell me how you caught me," in order to find out how our botting system works. We see a huge amount of that. So pinch of salt if ever you read one of those threads. Pinch of salt. I should get my R2-D2 picture out and have him walking across the screen, shouldn't I? Never somebody asked a bot question. How many people are on the Old School team? There are 4 of us. So there is John, there is Reach, there is Ash, and there is myself. Now, Reach and Ash are both content developers. John is the QA and I am the community manager. We also have a load of support from other teams as well. So we have support from the marketing team who do all the advertising for us. So you guys probably won't see it because it's all sort of directed at people who aren't playing. So there's a whole load of advertising that goes out, which they deal with. We also get support from the engine team for the engine updates we need. We get support from some of the artists that we've got, so that we can have some models in game, because they're helping Reach do an awful lot of work on there at the moment. So there's all sorts of other teams that help out as well. But 4 people dedicated purely to Old School, and support from other teams is the answer there. Can we have another goblin event? I don't see why not. I enjoyed those goblin events. I think we could probably resurrect them again in the summer. It seems a good summer thing, killing goblins. Squeal, please. Yes, we'll put Squeal of Fortune in if you want. That's fine. That's fine. Could we have a feature that would allow us to transfer our EOC GP to 07? Now, it is allowed and people do it already. Oh yeah, get away. You think I'm going to let you poke me around for ages, do you? You've got another thing coming. Can't get here. 27 kills. I think that's a good thing for the day. Yes, right. I think I'm going to call it a night. It's 10:15. My eyes are drooping. And I've got 6 Castle Wars tickets. I hope some of you have got a few more. I think there might be 6 or 8 for some people. So you may get a chance of getting to look a bit like me. Here we go. Check that out. Isn't that a cool outfit? I mean, Reach outdid himself on that one. It's pretty special. Pretty special. Tie short. There we go. There are your stats for it as well. Little bit of defence. That's about it. All a bit of fun. So I'll thank you all for coming. If you've got any requests for what you want to do next week, do please let me know. You can always get hold of my my Twitter account, which is @jagxmack. Feel free to follow that and send me any requests for streams you want to see done. Always up for doing something new, which is cool. Right, so I will say goodnight and I will see you all tomorrow, at the stream tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Ash, John, myself and Rich will all be there, wanting to talk to you and take your questions. We'll talk a bit more about Nightmare Zone as well and what's happening there. So please do come join us then. See you later. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Bye bye.